18 pro players from across the globe. Top 8 placings, ranking premier event winners, even Capcom Cup champions. So many different paths, and what seems like an endless array of characters has led them all to this very stage. And as far as you and I, we have the pleasure of seeing those paths collide. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Hollywood, Raw TV, and this is Street Fighter League.
That is gonna spell victory.
You got it. JB is in his head right now.
How'd you do that?
My God, he is feeling it.
Oh my gosh. The matches. Let's go.
He said, nah, hold this medium.
I double dog dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I dare you. Find me better Street Fighter. I implore you. Send the signal out. I dare you to find me better Street Fighter because Street Fighter League delivers. Man. Street Fighter League Week 7. We're back at it again. This is Season 3. This is about to be amazing. We've already seen some amazing battles throughout the season so far. A lot of upsets, some heartbreaks, some heartache. But this is the last week before that half-season point where a lot of these teams, this is their last chance to get W's on the board if they hope to have a better chance getting back into that playoff season. We've had a lot of matches here. However, these teams are looking a lot sharper, some a little worse for wear. Just to go back over it, NASR, UYU joining the teams here for Street Fighter League this season. JB, Kami, Oil King not doing too well. At very last place, in all honesty. It's kind of scary to be that far down, but they do have the other half of the season where the second group of round robins happens. Also, NASR coming in very strong. I feel like as a team, they're some of the strongest gathering here, and it's going to be a little tougher on the other end, especially considering when you're looking at these guys from the first time in. Even though they have this experience in team format, I feel like adding another person to it, that person being a new player with them, still working out all in, looking super strong this season. IDOM is just holding the reins of the captains, playing this way. This is a Capcom Cup champion.
He's living up to that title
right,
very well.
You got 801 Strider right behind you, SKZ as well, and then you have Alpha 3, of course. Punk last week really tugging at the heartstrings of a lot of the people out there. Personally, a passionate Punk is the most powerful Punk, if you ask me.
He's not playing for himself
He's
anymore.
not playing for himself anymore.
Team,
it's like the greatest anime arc you can have. The character development here on Street Fighter League rivals your favorite show out there right now. And then, of course, Psycho Shinobi with Hot Dog CN as well as CABA. CABA having a hard time, especially because he's been one of the main people of those bands. Hot Dog 29 still doing a great job leading, and CIAN is holding himself very well. And of course, DYNAMITE with SMUG, MENARD, and GAMERBEE have been fighting the tide through and through to stay afloat here in Street Fighter League.
All in all, though, when it comes to like the current standings, All In doing a fantastic job of staying consistent. Every other team right now has been going up and down the ranks. And again, it's just about to be the halfway mark, right? They have to start taking as many wins as possible as they get themselves ready for the second round robin. With that in mind, we have 15 weeks of regular season play where we lead off into the 16th week, which is the playoffs, where we get our top 2 teams to face off against the top 2 teams of Street Fighter League Japan for that world title.
And of course, the style will be the same. The format is Waseda style 3v3. That means we're going to have a locked position of 1v1. Whoever loses will be eliminated. The winner will go to the back of the queue. And whoever comes from that other side as a remaining player, if they can make it past the other team, they will be the team battle.
And all of that is very, very important to take note, right? When it comes to the ban and the player orders as well, because the stakes are just so high. $150,000 is on the line, on top of our sponsor Seiko giving those nice watches out to our MVPs in the midway point of the season, which is happening very soon, by the way, and towards the end as we take a look at each and every week where we determine who is our play of the day. So again, big shout outs to Seiko, big shout outs to Capcom for making this happen as well. Again, we We are at week 7. We have so much more to show you as we round out this first half. Who do we have lined up for this week's battles?
This week we have none other than UYU going against All In.
We have our second battle of the week lined up for us. It is DYNAMITE going up against Alpha 3.
We're going to get to that next team battle, but it's going to happen on the other side of this break. Guys, stay tuned. Week 7 Street Fighter League begins right after this break. Street Fighter League Week 7 begins. We've already talked a little bit about our team battles. It's going to be UYU going up against All In. The bans are kind of, you're getting used to them at this point. UYU aimed for G for the ban.
Right.
That's going to stop 801 Strider. UYU's going to be in trouble because All In aimed for Rashid. Of course, Oil King as well as JB out of commission.
So now it comes into the team formation, right? That's what's going to be important. Strider up first, IDOM second, and SKZ for All In. It's going to be Oil King, JB, and Kami for Team UYU. Now, I'm actually kind of curious to see how he's been doing with his team and what they've been doing week after week to kind of get themselves ready for a team like All In. It's got to be pretty intimidating to go up against the first place, but we do have Rob TV with those words from Oil King.
I am here with the most fashionable man on the planet, Oil King. How you feeling, man?
I feel good, Rob. And I will say, usually, before, I usually think you are a good man, you're handsome, you dress good. But I will say today, you are the one most sexy man in the whole world.
Oh my goodness, Oil King. I appreciate that so much.
Today you wear a shirt like me.
Yeah, I wore these shorts. Do you think they're the right length? Like, do you think they're short enough?
Perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
I wore these because I was inspired by you.
Really?
To be honest.
I was inspired by you too, so.
You're inspired by me.
Yeah. Do you think, how about this?
What is that? Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not kidding. I seriously, can you help me to do this? Inspire me?
Oil King, let me see. Let me get you right. Let me get my guy right.
Do this.
Turn to the, let me see. Let me get you. All right, hold
But
on.
don't mess up my hair, okay?
I won't mess up your hair.
Please don't. My hair is important too.
Let me see. Hold up. Hold up.
Do I look
A
great?
little bit more. Okay, that's the big drip.
Can you do this before to an Asian guy? No?
No, this is my first time actually.
Oh, my pleasure.
Big drip. Big drip.
You like that?
Yeah, I think you look great. It looks
Yeah.
perfect. The color, it matches. You actually got the red one and everything.
Yep.
So, obviously, seeing as how you're bringing do-rags and everything, fashion is something that must be extremely important to you. How long have you been doing the whole short shorts thing that we know you for? Like, were you just wearing short shorts one day for a tournament and it just caught on? Or were you doing that before the FGC even?
Oh, I do it before FGC because, okay, in Taiwan, when winter is cold, when summer is very hot. So I usually, when summer, I will wear the short.
Yeah.
But so my first time go to the international tournament is, I never go to the Vegas. So I imagine maybe it's very hot.
Yeah.
So I wear the shirt, and then when I into a string, everybody talking about my shirt. I think people like that.
Yeah, we do.
So I think, okay, this can be my mark in FGC.
And speaking of that, you brought up Taiwan.
Yep.
You're actually the head TO for Taipei Majors, which GAMERBEE actually ran before you. Can you speak to that, like being the TO in Taiwan? What made you want to do that?
Before I do that, GAMERBEE is the TO in Taiwan FGC event, right? Mm-hmm. And last year GAMERBEE say he want to more focus about being a player, right? But I think Taiwan FGC community, we still need a very good fighting game event. So I will say, okay, I will do this because I think in Taiwan only me and GAMERBEE have the international event experience.
Yeah.
So I can bring the experience to Taiwan and help Taiwan community.
And maybe we'll see more players from Taiwan, come over and get big and famous like you and GAMERBEE.
Yeah. So I need an event in Taiwan.
Which one would you say is more difficult, being a player or a tournament organizer?
I think I will say TO because last year is my first time.
Yeah.
It's really hard. Maybe almost before the event start, almost 1 month.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep really well.
So with you not being able to sleep well, as far as the whole TO thing, how are you sleeping right now with the fact that, your team's struggling a bit right now? You guys haven't been able to put a win on the board quite yet. And I notice you're not used to that. You're used to winning a whole lot when it comes to Street Fighter in singles tournaments. So where's your mind at right now?
I think my teammate JB and Kami, they did well. But I'm the captain and I'm the oldest in this team. So I need to try to help my team more. This event not finished yet.
Yeah.
I need to keep going, and I think our team will be okay because I think everything. Today I will adjust all in, right?
Yes.
I think 100% they will ban rush.
Yeah, of course. Everyone in the first half.
I'm not surprised. Everything just ban rush for the first time.
That actually goes perfectly into the last question. You know, you said moving forward, you actually have that chance now going up against Team All In today. How are you feeling going into that match? You know, where's your level of confidence at? And do you have any specific strategies you're thinking about using against All In? Will we see the Seth again?
I will say I just told Kami and JB and told myself, we just try to do our best. Try to do our, because you know, I watch all the match about All In against another team. The IDOM just too good.
Yeah, he is.
I think the biggest problem is IDOM.
But Oil King, you gained a whole lot of respect from me by the way that you answered these questions and putting a lot of accountability in yourself as the leader of Team UIU. And you've gained a friend in me for life by bringing the red do-rag. It was a pleasure talking to you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, Oil King.
I'm just gonna.
Hey man, look, inspiration could come from anywhere on the planet. My man Rob TV had the knees out. My man Oil King.
Where
had
did
to make
Oil King
sure
get that
He
from?
had the do-rag. I'm just saying. He said
He
was
had this
inspired.
planned out?
No, he said he was inspired. He said he was inspired by Rob TV to make sure he kept it fresh, you know what I'm saying? And Oil King is already a swaggy guy already. He knows, if you've seen the hairdo, you know he knows how to take care of himself. I really like what's happening right here. He's very much a character on the side of UIU as well as one of the
I like that his
strongest players.
spirits aren't deterred from where we're at currently in the league. But again, I want to see the gameplay. I want to see what he's got in store for 801 Strider. And it's going to be, again, Oil King up first on deck. I want to see that Seth play, go up against Urian. I like that matchup a lot for the likes of Seth. So we'll see how it plays out. Maybe the power of the do-rag can help.
I would love to hear what they have on their minds. We have Rob TV with the entire team all in. Let's take a listen.
A lot of times I get caught saying the word arguably the best team, arguably the best player in the world. I feel like it's pretty much indisputable right now. Team All In is the best team in Street Fighter League thus far. How are you guys feeling so far?
Good, I guess. What an answer. What an answer.
I'll hype you guys up and everything.
I guess.
I guess. What's it like having a cool guy like this on your team?
Dude, honestly, like, having IDOM on your team, it's like being born rich, you know? Like, it's that same feeling, like, it's that privilege, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what, your car breaks down, oh, I'll just buy 3 of them. That's fine.
Who cares? Yeah.
Regardless of what happens, he's just gonna beat people.
SKZ, for you, have you actually picked up anything new, would you say? Like, do you think you've grown as a player from training with amazing players, Capcom Cup veterans, such as 801 Strider and IDOM?
Yeah, definitely, I would think. So, makes me play more disciplined in the sense that I have to force myself to make less mistakes and try to consciously process what's going on in the game. Because if you don't do this against them, they'll just run over you quickly and you won't even know why you lost.
So you spoke a lot there about, like you said, calculation, and you know, it seemed like your theory was super in depth. But you also do -2 axe kick in the EXDP like 70 times so far in Street Fighter League, and usually it hits. What's the thinking behind that?
Okay, so our order so far has been mainly Strider first, I go second, and IDOM goes last. I can only do that because IDOM goes last.
I was wondering if that, dude, I literally was wondering if you were thinking that way. Like, you know what? IDOM is behind me anyway.
Dude, it's a privilege.
Who gives a damn?
You know what? Who cares? My daddy's gonna bail me out. You know? A DUI? Who cares? He'll bail me out. He'll buy the whole damn jail. Who cares?
And as far as the rich dad of Team All In, what's it like being in that anchor position for you?
Honestly, whenever I'm anchor, it's like, I know whether I play good or bad, like, they're not gonna like bring me down, or like they're gonna like bring up my spirits, keep my spirits high. I'm not really too pressured because honestly, I'm playing a video game at the end of the day. It's not no pressure behind it.
It's real to me, damn it. So you don't really get into all of the who's the best right now.
No.
You don't care to specifically have a legacy up there with Daigos and things like that. You just want to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy your next game going up against Team UIU. You know, we're talking about pressure and everything. A team that's under a whole lot of pressure right now is the team you're going up against next. Currently, they're 0-4, you're 4-0. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like a David versus Goliath story.
Dude, yeah, the pressure's on us, actually.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're expected to lose, so like, you know.
How you guys feeling going into that match in general, though?
I mean, pretty confident.
I mean,
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Rasheed's not there. So.
Oh, Rasheed's guaranteed. Yeah, no, Rasheed's banned. Well, Team All In, obviously the best team here up to this point. It'll be super dope if you guys can actually get a whole clean sweep, and we'll see if that perfect record stays in your next match against UIU. Best of luck, fellas.
Thank
you.
Wow. 801 Strider said you get the privilege of having IDOM on your team. That is something that you can sleep a little easier at night knowing, like, man, I got my team.
You were
Capcom Cup
born
champion.
with a silver fight stick in your hands.
Capcom Cup champion.
Is that what that is?
My captain. I can sleep a little easier. Everybody else is like, oh my God, is he gonna pick Laura Poison? What?
I wanted to know how SKZ felt about that statement. He's like, I'm here for the ride. Like, no, he's here for a reason. All jokes aside, SKZ definitely another equal on the team, to be honest with you. So I do like IDOM's mentality, though. He's here to play the game. He's here to have fun. He's not looking to build that legacy. He's trying to be the best person he can be, right, in his own eyes rather than the world's. So we'll see what happens here. It's going to be All In versus Team UYU, game 1 between 801 Strider and Oil King.
Axe kicks, you know they're going to be one of those main tools used by Seth. Controls that neutral very well, just like that. Especially versus a character like Urian. You know it's a good tool when it can slow down Urian.
And you see the threat of V-Skill 2 from Seth at that range. You can't, Gustavo's not allowed to charge up his own V-Skill, right? So as soon as he gets to that closer contact area, Oil King is going to go all in with that axe kick. But here it comes. 801 Strider gets the throw. What's this? Okay, meaty situation.
I like this. Crouching medium kick to try to get back in again. And there comes the axe kicks. Crouching medium punch. Moves Urian forward a little bit. Oh.
What a time to bust out. Nice work from Oil King. Ooh. Oh.
Throw. That's okay.
Fine.
Crouching medium punch.
You have to do that again sometimes because they're too far.
Round 2. Fight.
Great pressure already.
Getting an axe kick again. Nice buffer there. Into the corner with the hands. Dash up targets for the Oki.
Oil King taking the lead in this set. Also mentioned about taking the lead on the team. Being one of the older members on the team, says he wants to step up, take some responsibility, get some W's on the board. I like that. Also, one of the main people targeted by that Rasheed ban. And we all know he's world-class Rasheed player talent, but gotta stick to the set this time around. They know who they're fighting.
Back-to-back Capcom Cup competitor, without a doubt, right? He is a veteran of this kind of stage.
Nice EX tackle. And the control right here that Urian has.
Ooh.
You saw a little bit on display. Back throw. Wait a minute. Still no trigger, but it's getting close.
Yeah.
Wow, what an answer to stop the violent knee drop. Great V reversal on the side of Urian. Still a little life on that side, though. Urian could possibly get a V trigger if played correctly, and the timing on it will not be soon enough. The cross-up light.
Man, and his hair is still flawless after that? Ridiculous.
The do-rag only accentuates. It never takes away.
That's deep, Steve.
I'm not only a philosopher, I'm a user. All right, here we go. At one time, not anymore. At one time. Those days are long behind me.
Me too. Here we go. Seth on it again. Oil King in full control. We're applying so much pressure already into the corner.
I love the check right there. Very risky, but still, just have to make make someone doubt for a second. Just like that EX DP right there, that EX mad cradle forward throw. And there's quite a scramble going on right now. Still, Oil King aware, gets the low forward into the vortex. Answer back with the EX headbutt. Cancel from the crouching heavy punch. Tries to jump out. What a read.
That is the option select indeed. If they jump over, you have plenty of time to recover and then go into that crouch fierce. We've seen NEPHEW do that time to time, especially in Pro League Japan. Street Fighter League.
What?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What a read.
What kind of
801 Strider baits out the EX Mad Cradle. That's going to cost you a bar, and you're going to lose the round.
I was going to say, 801 Strider looking very Nemo-esque right now.
Ooh, wait a minute.
All right.
Out your medium kick. A great tool on the side.
Oh, no, on the other side.
Uh-oh.
A little bit of a scramble. Oil King comes out on top with the corner positioning here. No V-trigger on the side of 801 Strider, but does have V-reversal just in case Seth wants to let it rip with V-trigger.
The crouching heavy punch, still with sweep. Trigger on the table for Seth right now. Oil King has an option if he can find a hit, but you can see right now 801 Strider's not going to make it easy. Struggling to find a hit.
That could have been a big confirm into critical art, but I don't think it would have killed.
It definitely
V-reversal
would
is
not have
100% coming out. And that's the biggest drawback of this trigger, right? We haven't seen a successful conversion so long as there's V-reversal on deck off of a block.
Needs to be careful. No more projectiles at this point. CA will clip it, but you have to be careful. There's no meter. That crouching medium kick once again.
He's doing EXD drop a lot. You should just, and he's dashing a lot. You should just try to hold the neutral and check dashes and the EX knee drops when he has meter. No need to go to him too much. You pin yourself in a lot of bad situations because you keep ass kicking a lot.
It also takes away a few options. I mean, if you're Urian, you need that V trigger in a lot of instances, right? So you're extending the match by V-reversaling early, but look at how it was controlled by 801 Strider. It was played so well, it's all worth it at that point. You're still controlling the pace.
Yeah.
V-trigger didn't really get on the table there for Seth in a lot of those matches. So for me, that's a W.
No,
all
yeah,
across the board. Even though it says it up there too, just the way able to, you know, navigate, stay alive versus a character like Seth, that's very good.
That's what I'm going for, right? Gustavo had the life lead. He's willing to spend that V-reversal. It was all positives on the side of Gustavo. He's like, I'm willing to spend that V-reversal. I'm not going to let you get away with V-trigger too. I'm not eating any of those setups.
Jump in, light kick. Going for those cross-ups, and the defense is very solid on the side of 801 Strider right now.
Yup, he's waiting for the activation. See, that's the one instance I was talking about. Sien did that before as well.
Nice. The CA is going to do the job. You got to be a lot more careful. You know Oil King was paying attention to that last exchange. Definitely told him all he needed to know. Set point coming up here, going up against 801 Strider. But we've seen this time and time again, right? We've seen where 801 Strider can potentially go down. We've seen SKZ go down. The big anchor is waiting back there. That's going to be IDOM, but it might not even come to that if you're looking at this match right here. 801 Strider doing a great job. Life lead as well. There's a big throw, and look at the gray life. About 30% already.
And I like the way he set that up off of the stand strong as well. Double checking Oil King's options there. Stand strong to kind of pressure, walk up and do another one, could frame trap, right? But he went for the throw this time. And speaking of throws, here comes Oil King with a throw of his own. Axe kick to apply more pressure. Still jumping in on Strider. Doesn't have an anti-air option here.
Cross up. Didn't expect it.
It's okay,
and I love the squirrely play of 801 Strider with this Urian. It's like sometimes he holds back and sometimes he's EX shouldering, and you're respecting it. I mean, he's not really going too crazy on the anti-airs, and this is actually working out for him because Seth is right there in that range where you can stop him.
I mean, it's hard to, right? Being able to change your trajectory as Seth, it's hard to keep track of what anti-airs to use. If you reversal out, no, it was a plus situation. Gustavo's still all over it.
And
nice
even though we've seen Oil King, you know, mad cradle DP some of these violent knee drops, the fact of the matter is you're not going to bank on that every time. Nice conversion. Oil King.
Off of the lights, too?
Oh, baits it out, but didn't believe in it.
It's too far out. Maybe go raw Twin Fang?
He has trigger. Have to be careful right now. A crouching medium kick. Oh, crouching heavy punch. There it is. Off of,
the combo won't.
He jumped into it. Oh, but that was a rough conversion to make, to be honest with you.
One more mirror though. Oh, catches the backdash. This is bad news.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're dead. You're dead.
Oh, you're dead.
Damage into critical alert. 100%. Oil King is gonna take it over Gustavo, and that is gonna be the first win to start things off for Team UYU.
Getting a W right here is so important. We said before, Every match counts. Every round counts. And if you look at that, 801 Strider still did a good job taking it to the last round there. Last game, Urian's putting in a lot of work. We talk about the significance of having more than one character. This shows you why. Because having one that's decent can still score you points, and even still, you have to remember, you're playing against some of the best in the world. The set that you just saw is a secondary of Oil King. These guys are not here to play around. And the next match is getting set up. We saw IDOM going up, putting himself in the center of the pack this time around. And I feel like that kind of tells you the mindset of these captains and the teams going in, right? A lot of times you're like, hey, look, I might have to clean this up from the back end. IDOM putting himself as anchor. But then, you know, adjusting and putting yourself, say, in the middle of the pack means, hey, we can kind of balance things back out. We can tie the setup 1-1 and have a thought process going forward.
If I play Poison, Kami's going to play Seth. If I play Laura, he'll play Akuma. What are you more comfortable playing against SKZ?
I would say just play Poison.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the event that like SKZ happens to falter, I think that's a very good long run plan, right? Instead of locking yourself into Laura. But honestly, though, I think IDOM does just fine with Laura in the Seth matchup. We've seen it happen, but
no,
maybe he just doesn't feel comfortable playing Laura against the Poison matchup, right? So that could be a thing.
Oof.
I'm sure that's a thing.
Capcom Cup champion with the character that got him the W at Capcom Cup, Poison.
Look how active the whip is on the side of IDOM. There's so many heart rates, medium heart rates, and then checking with that crouch heavy punch over and over again.
Medium heart rates, you know, effectively work like her fireball in a lot of instances, right?
Yes.
Controls the mid-range, not full screen, of course, but we have, you know, some fireballs that do not go full screen. But look at the fight that JB is putting up right now against IDOM. All right, plus here. Yeah, this is facts. I mean, if you look at the fact that, you know, JB is playing very well right now, and this mirror match, this is good. And I feel like, you know, setting up the mirror match for...
Dude, at first I thought that...
Yeah, me too.
I thought you were the one that's jumping like an idiot. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Me too. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, man. Little team banter there in between
I like
all
that.
in.
I like that. That's the first we actually heard of SKZ.
SKZ. Uh-oh. Back throw.
Checking again with that crouch heavy punch. JB looking to do the same. Whiplash.
Stand heavy kick. Moves her forward. Not that good. But
Oops.
you can tell.
Oh, you heard JB didn't want to do that whatsoever. That raw activation. Oh, okay. This is going to be a very, very tough... no way.
Yeah.
Totally
The range on that is
like
actually
0
ridiculous. You have to
damage.
be careful. A lot of fireball characters get clipped by that at a long distance range. Big cash out on the damage with the CA there. Just standing in the fire.
Yeah.
Standing in the fire.
But look at that. It was all a plus scenario while building this.
Oh,
On a great
big
line.
jump in.
Big jump in here from IDOM. Trigger is on deck, cooking him up. That's, that's tough.
He's still in there.
That's death.
I think he always waiting you. Maybe you should waiting him too.
Turtle a little more. At the start, you're going towards him and jumping. Turtle a little more.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. Back at it again. UIU currently at the deficit.
Right now, playing a very patient game. Like I said, that mid-range, love me tender. Oh, what a read on the jump right there.
I like him moving away from it just in case. You know, backing up while in heart rate stance and waiting for himself to fire.
You can do the same
Nice
thing
work
too.
from JB.
And Kami even telling him, he says, hey man, you should take your time a little bit, JB.
You got to turtle it out.
Oof.
Quick on the draw.
Overhead. B reversal. Forward throw. That is not good. And here comes IDOM marching to the corner. Just using that long range control that Poison is known for. Walker JB. And oh, nice. Jump light gets the cross up. No confirming to the combo. Oh. Oh, almost had the read on the anti-air. No.
Almost had it.
Attacking at all.
Almost had it. Gotta be quicker than that.
That crouch strong is a very, very strong anti-air, man.
Oh,
The
yeah, most
hitbox on that bad boy is so up there.
Advantage right there.
While also putting the hitbox down there, you know it.
Oof.
Crouch heavy punch. It's so far away, and now it's going to be all IDOM dictating the pace right now.
The reversal. Nice. Overhead of his own. JB.
Ooh. Okay.
Deficit on the life. IDOM. Firm control of this round. About 70 seconds left. 2 bars of EX.
Yeah, he's 100% controlling this pace right now. IDOM with the life lead. Plenty of time to work on the clock. He knows how to play this game for sure.
Yeah.
It's a battle of attrition here while building himself some meter. Even if he does happen to falter against JB, he's building himself a lot of resources.
Yeah, especially, right, like, this is set point for IDOM. At this point, you're building a lot of meter. Crouching heavy punch. Nice block, bad punish.
He missed the punish.
Oh, anti-air with the crouching medium punch. And I love the awareness there by JB. Good V reversal. Control the pace. Crouching heavy punch. This is a weird situation. You got to be careful.
1 heart rate will be more than enough to take out JB.
You got time, 30 seconds.
Try to use heart rate. Find a chance.
Heart rate might be the destination. Oil King letting JB know. Oh, plus, got to be careful. Still have to be careful. There's still some bar on the side.
Oh, and the grab. There's a lot of life off of that.
Oh, V reversal.
Oh, boy. You can't chip him out. Not anymore. I don't think there's enough time. Oh, no way.
Oh, the back throw. That was crazy.
I thought you were going to EX heart rate the last one.
Nah, he had V reversal. I think if he V reversal.
Oh, yeah, you lose.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking that I'm going to see a standing heavy punch from Poison because it has a great hitbox, is really fast. That's what I'm thinking the button was going to be at that range.
I thought it was medium punch, dude, because he did jab and then medium punch would have definitely hit. It could have been either button.
Yeah, but you also, you know how that goes. Sometimes you try to start up, you just delay a quick second, they commit to the throw, you get clipped. You're going to eat that throw in a lot of instances. That scramble is the scary part, right? Because they're swinging to try to find those hits and take that momentum. IDOM waiting for JB, which the entire UIU team noticed and was like, hey, he's waiting on you. That changed the entire momentum. The matches got a lot closer on that side. I really like what I saw there from JB. JB just struggling to close out a bunch of these matches, man. It's been happening a lot this season, but it's just those drops are important, man.
I think that literally that last instance was all supposed to be in JB's favor.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But
Most definitely.
I think there's just unlucky that he was still within range of that back throw.
That's why I say that scramble was very scary. That situation, a lot of people tense up. I personally, I can tell you right now, is one of the most stressful moments in Street Fighter. Those mini scrambles this close to somebody, they make you freak out. But here we go. SKZ going up against Kami. Kami able to use Akuma at this point and also plays Seth. Feel like that expertise is definitely going to work out. You're obviously playing against another Seth with Oil King on your team.
Yes.
I feel like this is something that's going to help you in this match.
Personally, I love seeing Kami rock his original main Akuma. He's still very good with this character, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, like, having that comfort zone factor could be what makes or break this match. Oh!
Wow!
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wait a
no
minute.
No fear in Kami's
Kami.
heart. Dash up. Forward throw.
Oh, that neutral jump. I can't believe that got Seth
Oh,
over
boy.
the
Set up
fireballs.
City now. Watch the overhead.
Nice block.
Good defense.
Great defense. Okay.
Oh, and even better offense with the wake-up uppercut. +3.
You can chip him out.
The stutter step.
Oh,
it's bonus.
big
That's a
jump
bonus.
in. The chip out was on the table for all in. That jumping heavy kick gonna make sure it seals the deal. You got CA to carry over to the next round.
He's gonna do it again. Oh, I lied. Forward strong instead, just off the mark.
Oof.
Whoo! What an interruption. Right before the Hecaton Crease came out. Fighting out of the corner is Kami. Holding his ground though. SKZ is not giving him too much space to wiggle out. Back into the corner you go.
Mm-hmm. Twin Fang.
Oh, yo,
wow.
are you kidding me?
Wow, cross
That
cut
was nasty.
DP into CA.
So, I think we should. Oil King, can he jump Fireball with Akuma versus Seth?
Nah. EX goes straight through it.
You can't. It goes through it. There's no way.
Nah, it does.
Alright, so maybe you should dash up or just make sure you don't jump at all.
It's so hard, man.
That's so hard.
Seth has so many great normals to buffer off of.
Mm-hmm.
So dashing up would be very difficult to even try to attempt against SKZ because he's been very active with his normals.
Just gonna keep pressing this.
You see what I'm saying? He's very active with the normals. Crouching heavy kick being one of them. And once you stop pressing buttons, he gets the green light and he goes all in.
Crouch medium punch. See what you did there, Mr. Vicious. I see what you did there.
Please.
Oh.
Mr. Vicious is my father. Back at it again. Kami is just does very well fighting out of this corner and applying.
Yeah, he's not punishing the whiffs.
Kuma still such a threat, but SKZ unfazed.
Oh.
Oh! That was nice.
Nice attempt right there, Kami. Known for swag combos like that. Using that V
Nice.
skill, nice confirmed dash up, medium kick gets the Tatsu, spends a little bit of that trigger to get the hard knockdown. CA on the table again for SKZ. We've seen the conversions work out, lots of chip. Oh, air to air, not gonna work out. The axe kick tries to shimmy, great defense.
Setup time.
He dropped.
Yeah, he messed up the setup just a little bit. But it's okay, now he has critical art
Kami,
on
you
deck,
could punish
but
those dive kicks. Stand medium kick.
Still has a chance here.
Ah, man.
No, that's good. That's good.
Bad call. Tries to go for the punish.
He's not checking anything.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, I can't. That's strange.
Kami seems like he's playing very, very cautious right now. Not swinging on a lot of these situations and backing up in some instances. Nice whiff punish with the medium kick, getting a little help from the team.
Oh yeah, getting the shimmy game started as well.
Demon flip throw.
Nice.
Oh, gets the palm this time. Big damage on the table here for Kami.
Oh, you're dead.
That's no meter.
That was such a great round, bro.
Okay, very,
doing
very
really good
expensive
now.
round. SKZ made that observation. He's like, I'm willing to take that because now he has no meter going into the final round.
Well, that's a round needed, and scared money don't make no money. I always like to say it. Nice neutral jump there. Yo, anything that costs to get the round is very important. That means you're just going to have to play extra solid the next round to make sure you don't give them any opportunity to take advantage. Oh!
Yeah, meter comes and goes. It's going to happen. Like, you build it back up, and look, now that you're in this position,
Nice.
oh, you're definitely getting the meter and the damage. A huge chunk
might
of
do it
change
again.
there. Activation route from Kami. EX Mad Cradle. No fear from SKZ. Trigger 2 is on deck. You know it. After that block string, what's the setup? It's going to go low. Nice block from Kami.
Defense looking
Nice.
really good. And trigger still left on the table. This is looking
It's
good for
uncool,
Kami.
It's uncool.
He's waiting for your jump, bro.
Oh, the early jump. Fireball knockdown. This is looking
Saw
good.
him.
Be careful of the meter. Man. Ooh. Once again, you have to be careful. We've seen SKZ get a little cheeky with some of those mix-ups, especially after the V skill. Still a lot of meter on the side. Spends a lot of meter. Spends a lot of meter, and it got through. He's still alive. And the dash. The dash. So important. So important right there. And you see what happened there? The switch up by SKZ to start just using more of that kick. It goes through fireballs and can dissipate them as well, as you can see. And stop that. Just instantly stop dashing up, right? Just like, you know what? You're looking for this. You're looking for, I know what you're looking for, and now I can do this to you. So knowing that your opponent is looking for one specific option opens up the table for you to expand your offense. You can go to another move at this point because they're going to be so prepared for that one instance that the minute that you switch it up, boom, they're going on tilt. They don't know what happens. And not saying that's exactly what happened in that instance, but it is very much a game to be played like that. You have to wear down the competition mentally, and that's a lot of times what happens. The frustration that sets in some of these scrambles in Street Fighter is so stress-inducing. Street Fighter 5 is stressful. I'm telling you right now, I'm surprised my boy IDOM does not have a head full of gray hairs how much Street Fighter he plays, because it's a stressful game to play at a high level, man. You have to be able to control your opponent no matter what, and it's not always easy, right? Give him a few years,
Steve. Your wish will come true eventually. Oil King is still in this hot seat right now, looking to take up a very tall order with going up against IDOM and SKZ, but IDOM prepared himself with this poison matchup, right?
Round 1.
Oil King, the lone survivor on UIU at this point. I feel like this is doable. This is something that you can very much have at your disposal. Wow, that was almost a trade combo.
Yeah, if that happened, I would have probably flipped my seat.
Oh, okay, and just walking IDOM down at this point. Great air right there with the target combo. The air-to-air option right there with the target combo. V-skill, too, looking a lot better in this matchup than I was thinking. Dash up, crouching heavy punch. You got to commit a lot harder to some of these anti-airs versus Seth, obviously, right? And that crouching medium punch is very good for stopping those anti-air jump-ins, but I can tell you right now, Seth's jumps are a little odd. They can change the trajectory with not only normals, but with that axe kick. Great call out with the EX Mad Cradle.
Oh, but no, meaty's intact. IDOM
he's dead.
pressed jab on wake up and got enough of it. Oh, wait a minute. That was ambiguous as heck. With that V-skill too. Oh, it's all IDOM now with this corner positioning and the whip ready. Look at that.
Look how
the
tense
stance.
Look how tense this is. Anything is going to do it at this point. Chip out is not a factor. IDOM has to get a clean hit. Oh, trigger on the table. Trigger on the table. If this mix-up is for your life and it's a back throw,
that's the second time that happened. That's the second time that happened, Steve.
So, like I said, and that was the same thing that happened in the matchup versus
JB. That's right. Yeah.
It's the exact same situation.
Oh no, the stress is settling in the mind of Oil King. We saw that bust out from Mad Cradle. IDOM 100% ready for it. Big momentum shift.
Luckily, this is still the first game. First round.
Oh boy, this is stressful.
Life
we're
lead.
We're not even playing.
Right? Life lead in favor at this point of IDOM. Man, though, that one screen.
Nice.
Excellent anti-air.
Ooh, big damage on the conversion. Trying to get back into this game. Up tech works out so perfect for IDOM. Gets out, low forward, tries to go for the activation. EX Mad Cradle, activation into trigger 2. Hold this. Defense looking very solid. Not this time for the back throw. Explosion. Knows a button was coming from IDOM. This round is so important. Tries to go for the overhead. Medium kick in the EX heart rate.
Oh, get out of the fire. Get out of the fire.
Be careful with the anti-airs. Once again, I like the long distance jump back, jumping in with the heavy kick. 39 seconds left on the clock. Similar situations from that first round. A very small pixel of life on the side.
I thought the same thing. IDOM was ready for that V-skill 2 usage, closing the gap as Oil King.
And
looking to seal the deal now.
Anything can do it. Anything at this point, plus frames. Great V reversal on the side. Oh, the jump-ins. Like I said before, we've seen the entire Street Fighter League season. IDOM has been so good with these anti-airs, and now you see a character like Seth changing the trajectory, jumping in and getting successful hits. This is perfect if you're trying to get a win on the board. Taking out IDOM right here would be crazy. And I know it's only one round so far, but it's looking so good for Oil King. He got my vote right now.
I'm telling you, he has the right reads on when IDOM wants to press crouch heavy punch. It has so much recovery on it. Having that right call to clutch out that round is big. It's so pivotal with the momentum shift now. Back in UIU side, Oil King does have full critical art as well, but pressing buttons through the gaps, finding a big combo and corner push.
Great jab. Anti-air. Oh, tries to use the V-skill to get in again. Oh, jump in with the cross-up.
Jump in again. He has the right
this is
reads.
Great. And dash up, no meter used.
Yes.
This situation is so important right now. Oh, still there though. Sets off the explosion. Air to air with the jump light. IDOM fighting back out of the corner again. Oh, the reverse. Oh, no.
It was a cancel.
Oh, wow.
IDOM with the patience of that. Not letting the heart rate rip, instead going for the cancel. And
We've all gotten hit by that bait.
Oh, man.
After he does the V-skill to run up hands, he always backdashes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to, like...
Only crouch first would reach, but I don't want to risk that.
Okay,
Like a hard
just let him then.
Yeah, I think IDOM's done a great job so far. Like, out of the entirety of the league or the players here, he's found such a solid answer against axe kick consistently with that jump light kick, excuse me. I want to see, I want to see Oil King kind of whiff punish some of these whips.
Yeah, I mean, it's very scary, right?
It's hard to, for sure, because it could be the medium heart rate, it could be crouch heavy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and just trying to get in right now is just looking like a task for Oil King. Anti-air almost finds its mark. Axe kick again. And they're saying, like, even the team is paying attention, saying that Oil King was ready to do double axe kick even on block. Oh, the cross-up. This could be stunned if played correctly.
Oh, it dropped!
No!
What's that about? V-reversal.
That's so heartbreaking on the side of Oil King.
Bro, why you looking stressed?
As we get on to the next match again, it's all IDOM taking control of that mid-screen with the whips.
Oh.
Oil King slightly missing that axe kick, leading to this situation right here. More pressure into the plus scenario. Another throw. Life winding down ever so quickly. Good view reversal, but it leaves less time to build up that gauge.
Right, and now you see the games being played right now is just the range game, and this is
Nice.
looking like
That's
it's
my
over for UYU. Another loss. Oil King playing amazing in that last set, this team battle actually. Kami playing amazing. Even JB, and I don't mean even, but everybody played good. All In is the first place team for a reason. They have consistently, week in and week out here at Street Fighter League, played so sound. And just even with a team like UYU, it's going to be hard to secure those W's in some of these situations.
I'm honestly rooting for Team UYU. Again, they have what it takes to take down some of these big names, right? Everybody, even themselves, they are big names themselves, right? It's, again, they have some of these rounds, and there's just certain mistakes that happen at critical moments. Again, they're playing as sharp as ever each and every one of these weeks. It's just those small, minute details is what really makes or break every one of these rounds for Team UYU. Again, it's only, what, week number 7, just about to be at the halfway mark. We still have plenty more games to play. So, again, there is still a lot of hope. As you've seen from seasons past, we've seen some of these teams rise above the ranks into the top 2 spots. It's still possible. But we are going to go over to All In with an interview with Rob TV and SKZ to see how they felt with the current position of week 7, being undefeated. Take it away, Rob.
I am joined by, as I've said before, the rising star of Street Fighter League, SKZ. How you feeling, bud?
I'm good today, thank you.
So I noticed why I'm taking such a liking to this guy and why I care so much about his story. And you know what it is? SKZ reminds me, believe it or not, of myself from previous seasons of Street Fighter League. You have taken that weight and come and actually making sure you're winning your matches, contributing a whole lot to the team. What's it like playing with those 2 amazing players? And are you trying to make sure that you're actually contributing to the team on an individual level as well?
I mean, it's definitely a great experience playing with 2 such veteran players, one of course being a Capcom Cup champion. So individual performance-wise, definitely I'm trying to do my best to contribute to the team as well. And I think, as I've said before previously in an interview, part of why I'm able to play the way I am is because this is a team tournament. So I really believe in my teammates to do well if I fall. And yeah, this has enabled me to play the best I can.
Well, you have every reason to believe in your teammates, and your teammates have every reason to believe in you as well. I want to see what you believe when it comes to the Seth versus Akuma matchup. I actually felt like there was times when you were jumping at Kami that maybe since Akuma's a DP character that, you know, there's certain angles where regardless of Seth being able to switch his jump trajectories, anti-air Shoryuken should be able to hit either of those. Am I right? And was like Kami just not anti-airing in those spots?
Okay, so for the Seth versus Akuma matchup, I've played this match a lot in Singapore with one of the best Akumas in C, Brandon. Okay, so I've played this match a lot against him. I know the ranges where you can react to both the dive kick and the jump. So at first I was being careful of that, but over time I realized that he seemed to have difficulty just anti-airing the ones that he could react to both. So yeah, I mean, if he has difficulty with that, then I'm just gonna keep jumping.
So do you think that you guys might be, well, for one, you're jumping into the next half of the season completely undefeated. 5-0, Team All In is doing amazing right now. The last thing I'll ask you, what are the chances of you guys finishing this season undefeated, 10-0?
I think it would largely be attributed to if we can repeat a victory against Punk's team, because I feel like they are one of the strongest teams out there besides us, and I'm really looking forward to play against them in the second half. Yeah.
Well, SKZ, you guys have been amazing. Team All In has been putting on a show for us thus far. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Vicious, Steve, back to you.
And I like that insight coming from SKZ and Rob TV for calling out some of those crucial moments in that matchup, right? SKZ definitely familiar with it and comfortable with all those situations, while at the same time keeping his eye on the bigger picture, right? He's coming up with an undefeated record and is still fearing the next target, one of them being Punk, as he mentioned, like going up against that team, as he fears is one of the strongest teams out here. I do like him taking down his current objective and immediately on to the next one.
Oh yeah. I mean, even saying that, like, hey, he wanted to play and defeat Punk the first time he got here when we saw him that first week, that's one thing. Now to say, well, hey, look, I'm actually interested to play Punk again shows, one, not afraid of competition in the slightest. Two, they are the team in number one first place at this point in time, as well as just look at how well IDOM is playing. Like, look at how well SKZ is playing. Look at what Strider has done with his Urien, put points on the board. This is a very complete team that we have right here.
The action doesn't stop here at Street Fighter League Season 3. We have our second battle of the week lined up for us. It is DYNAMITE going up against Alpha 3. And with the way Alpha 3 performed from last week, they're looking to carry that momentum back into it for their next opponent. And again, when we return after this break, you will see how it goes down between these two teams. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Vicious here with Tasty Steve to bring you the second half of this week's Street Fighter League Season 3. It's going to be DYNAMITE going up against Team Alpha 3. And again, there's a lot of momentum coming from the side of Alpha 3.
Alpha 3 going for the G band this time around. DYNAMITE, and they're going for the Cammy band. The Cammy band, I feel like, is a smart move considering you can take out CJ Truth, put a lot more pressure on Punk in the backup. Even though he has been known to OCV in this last week, make sure he's under a little more pressure. Give him the pinch, but also Team DYNAMITE has a chance right here to move up even further in the standings with the way they've been playing. That Cammy band can put them in position to get a W over Alpha 3.
I think this is going to be just fine for CJ Truth. However, DYNAMITE also has a fully unleashed SMUG on the table. It's going to be pretty much a coin toss, and I'm actually kind of curious to see, with Punk in this anchor position yet again, can he pull off what he did in the previous week of Street Fighter League? In fact, I believe Punk has spoken some words about that with Rob TV. Take a look at the inside of what Punk was going through from week 6 coming in to week 7.
I am here with the leader of the Alpha Academy and Team Alpha 3, a fusion of Pink, you know, the one who owns Wednesday Night Fights, and Punk, the scrub, PUNK. How you doing, Brody?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing amazing, especially after seeing that last set that you guys had going up against Team NASR. And you know what? You performed so well. You know, it was so phenomenal. When you cooking like you cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap.
Look at that shiny. That's silky, ain't it?
Not yet.
You know, you like that?
I've been looking for the silky.
Have you?
Yeah, I've
Punk,
been looking for the silky.
PUNK, you know, this is for you, brother. You deserve this right now. I've been waiting, you know, ever since the day I met you a few years ago. I saw you with that weak-ass non-silky. I was like, when
this
you
is one-on-one, too. They only made this for me.
Yes, literally. So I don't want to stay on that match like for too long, the whole the NASR match. But when it came to that match, something that you brought up was interesting to me. You talked about the pressure thing, like, you know what people expect of you, being the best player in the world and everything. Can you speak to that a bit in general? Like, what is it like being, you know, Punk coming into a tournament like this?
It wasn't really like pressure from people. More so, I feel the pressure of my teammates. Even though they don't put pressure on me, I put the pressure on myself because I know what they expect of me.
Yeah. Well, you know, even you having 2 of your best friends on your team, a lot of people will look at that and be like, okay, obviously, you know, they're good players, but how much does your friendship with them play into you putting them on your team, and not just like in the sense of like looking out for them and giving them a look, but also, you know, you feeling like that maybe that chemistry will help you guys perform better?
I feel like there's a thing where people think that like I only picked them, you know, because they're my friend. Because there was like some better players I guess I could have chose from, but the thing is, like, if you don't really know someone in a team tournament,
man, bro,
it can really be bad. Like, you can have a teammate who just like don't listen. You can have a teammate that's really good, and you tell him something, you're just like, nah, I know what I'm doing. Don't talk to me. You can have someone who don't want to practice, or like, you know, the chemistry is just not there. But if you have 2 friends and like 3 people who like, you know, they come together pretty well.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not the best players, but they're still really good, NEPHEW and CJ. they like, you know, we can all help each other in different ways.
And
So-
willing to be directed.
Yeah, and like,
But not just directed, but willing to even give you direction. Like,
Yeah,
just
exactly,
work
yeah.
together as a group.
Yeah.
And you know something interesting with you bringing that up? Here in Street Fighter League, we kind of have that whole kind of FPS esports thing going on. But how do you like it doing that with your teammates?
I just think that like, though it's still like kind of 1v1, but since you can share strategies mid-match and stuff, and we
Yeah,
can help each
it's
other
a
out
team.
mid-match and see things that maybe we couldn't see playing, it's like, it's more like a team thing and not like a 1v1 thing, though it's just, you know, one person versus one person. It's not like it's like shooters where it's like 4 people and 4 people on
Yeah.
each team.
At
you
the
know?
same
Yeah,
time.
but I think it still like helps a lot to just like be someone else to just look out for you and just be able to see stuff that you can't see.
How do you feel about actually someone saying anything, something to you during the match?
I feel like with CJ, I feel like I still, if they both lose and it's just me, I feel like I still have both of them because CJ's energy, like when we're playing NASR, is so good.
Yo, like his facial expressions and stuff
Well,
in the
I
back,
didn't,
I'm telling you.
I couldn't see those,
yeah,
but
I'm sure you could imagine
but,
though.
yeah, but
yeah.
like hearing him talking, he's just like, bro, you're the best. No one can beat you.
Yeah,
like all those
yeah.
things, and like it just makes me feel like I still have them to play with me, and that type of thing just gives me so much confidence to just have someone just, you know, every time I do something good or every game I win, he just back there just like
hyping you
yeah,
up and
just
everything.
mad hype. And
it's
then,
like you lifting weights like the bodybuilders and a dude smack your chest. Motherfucking CJ smacking your chest.
yeah, and then you got nephew, and he just said something like, yeah, good job, man. And then just hearing those.
Man, playing like
Yeah, but like just hearing it from anything from nephew just like gives me a confidence
yeah, that's
boost.
automatically
Yeah,
God like
so
whatever he says.
just hearing those two back there, even after I lose, or I mean, even after they lose, like I still have them to depend on.
Yeah.
Their energy is just so good for me.
Well, how's you guys' energy going into your next match against Team Dynamite?
Nephew and CJ are back there practicing a lot right now, and I think they look really good and they're really confident. Like watching nephew play against NASR last week with G, I was not very expecting what I got out of him.
Yeah.
Like he played
His G's
like,
actually looking
yeah,
sick,
he
bro.
played so perfect, right? He played so good, and I'm like, bro, in my eyes, you won. I'm like, you pretty much won, because like I feel like if Big Bird is like getting that close to nephew's secondary, like his confidence going up against my Karen would be a lot lower. So I think
it's
that's
like you literally
something.
weaken somebody.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
you
like
weaken
something
them
like
up,
that
like-
actually like helps a lot. It makes me feel like, oh, I already beat him.
Well, I feel like the stuff that you brought up in the, during this interview clearly shows your Street Fighter League, specifically your Street Fighter League veteranship. And as far as you guys, you know, being in a good mood and good spirits, you guys have every reason to, and hopefully that continues in your next match.
Thank you.
They still have their work cut out for them. Team Dynamite on the other side of the stage at this point in time. We have GAMERBEE, SMUG, MENA once again. I feel like these guys definitely have the talent to take out someone like a nephew. This is once again an event match that we see in a top 8, a top 16. So this is something that you would typically see, but the format's a little different because it's 3v3. I would love to hear what Team Dynamite has to say. Rob TV is on the stage with the entire team.
Kaboom! I'm here with Team Dynamite. How you guys doing right now?
Chilling, chilling.
You guys been killing it. You like you said, you just referenced you guys' performance so far. What are you, 3-1 or 2? No, you're 2-2 right now.
2-2. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys been killing it. MENA, you finally busted out the Sakura, bro. How did you feel actually bringing out the Sakura, and how did you feel about that performance? Let me get the breakdown, bruv.
I feel pretty good because that's the character I think I have been working the hardest on. Like I just been playing Sakura all year. I thought she was gonna be my main this season, so it felt good.
I feel like Sakura, I don't know, fits your neutral is ridiculous, obviously. You have great neutral, your anti-air, all of that, all the fundamentals. But that offense, man, I feel like that's what really, separates you and sets you apart. So GAMERBEE, you're somebody who hasn't had to, go to secondaries and things of that nature quite yet. And you've been performing well, and even outside of the game, bringing a whole lot of energy to your team. How are you feeling? We're close to the halfway point, pretty much at the halfway point right now. Where's your head at?
Well, right now, I don't feel comfortable or confident in the tournament.
Really?
But because the result is not good, I will really try really hard for my team today.
Yeah, to try to turn things around.
Yeah, to turn this correct.
So SMUG, I'm wondering, you know, with this next matchup you guys have, you're going up against Team Alpha 3. And they're on fire right now. Like, so did you guys, I'm sure you guys actually saw that last match against, that they had with
They're
NASR.
playing really good right now, too.
What did you guys think of that? Like, just everything that transpired there?
Well, I mean, I always see them play all the time, and it's pretty much like the same thing. Like, I see them always cooking and stuff, so it's really good to play against them now. It's going to be some really good competition.
So going up against them, you don't think that it's automatically something that's going to be a win with the greatest of ease?
Well, I mean, it would be a little challenge, of course.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to just lie and be like, you know.
So it might not be the greatest of ease, but you know what I'm saying? It's somewhere on the spectrum though.
I feel like it can still go either way, you know, because every
I
time
think
I
so,
play
too.
Punk, it's always like down to the wire or something like that, you know.
Well, you know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people might be looking into seeing SMUG versus Punk and, you know, stuff like that. But in the end of the day, I'm not going to be surprised if I see MENARD going up against Punk and actually being able to put him away. How are you feeling, you know, about your chances if you and Punk end up running into each other?
I feel actually pretty good. I feel our record is pretty even or slightly in my favor.
Yeah.
If he plays Karen, I feel super confident, but he's probably not gonna play Karen. So like, if my team does good and he's forced to pick Chun-Li versus Birdie,
yeah,
then that will be good. So maybe like I'm not that confident in that match, but maybe I counter pick his Chun-Li. So
yeah,
we gotta see what's gonna happen.
So a lot of people last thing on that on you guys' upcoming match, a lot of people have been banning Nephew's Colleen so far. You know, obviously with Punk's on the team, that gets a whole lot of focus, but his teammates, you know, as you guys obviously are putting respect, you banned Cammy, you know, from CJ Truth, but Nephew's Colleen is something serious. What are you guys, what's the line of thinking with letting the Colleen rock, GamerBee?
We already knew like Colleen is a kind of scary character,
yeah.
but since they can all use Colleen, then there's no reason for us to ban Colleen, you know? Because it's not going to be a benefit generally.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's true. That makes a lot of sense. How important is this match going up against Team Alpha 3? Because if you win, you guys actually going to have an even record.
I feel like it'll make a really huge difference and put us in a better position if we win this, you know. But if we lose to them, I mean, it's still okay, but it'll be a lot better if we like win it, and it'll put us top 2 for sure.
Yeah, okay. Much respect to that. Always a pleasure talking to you guys. Team DYNAMITE been on fire so far, and I'm looking forward to your next match. Best of luck.
DYNAMITE showing that they still have a gracious attitude, a nice team forming here. I always go back to GamerBee talking smack. Attitudes are at a high, and they're definitely trying to get to that winner's side of the playoff week, because if you go on at end, you only have to win once, get you into those playoffs. That loser side is going to be quite the task. But that's why this second half of the season is going to be so important. DYNAMITE looking forward to that. They have been a team on the rise and have made some amazing moves and made some amazing wins on top of that.
Well, here we go. We have our game settled in. The players already underway. It's going to be DYNAMITE versus Alpha 3 with CJ Truth up front going up against GamerBee.
Round 1.
Again, we've seen CJ Truth rock that Colleen. I mean, he was free to do so, and, you know, it would be even better to have NEPHEW helping you out in those matchups, too, because you have a Colleen main to help you and guide you, right? So we'll see what happens. Nikali, not a bad pick either.
Using that Seismo on the V skill. Very good
nice
at controlling the ground game, which is a great choice versus Seth.
Install.
Oof,
Axe kick.
Got to be careful
Back to
getting
back.
caught
Was that
crouching.
3 in a row? Oh, he tried it. EX Mad Cradle. GamerBee not afraid at all, considering the life lead as well.
But this is exactly what I was talking about. He knows how to fight this character because he started playing with this character. And it's going to be really hard to get punishes at that range as Nikali. You're still going to have that V skill, which is a good call because, once again, Seth's ground control is really good. However, I feel like this V trigger is going to be one of the main tools that CJ Truth is going to be able to take advantage of. You mentioned him having a charge, but once you get to that V trigger, it gets a little easier, you know, to manage and navigate around the screen. Nice.
Corner carry. Yes, this guidance. This guidance again to finish it all. Command grab. What's up next? Ooh, a nice and easy meaty. What's the damage here?
Oh, that's dead. That's dead. Look,
even the kid in the controller threw it down. He's like, man, I didn't think that was going to be that much.
I died?
Not again.
That killed?
Is that a young James Chan?
That's a young,
I didn't think it was
young
gonna
James.
kill.
I didn't think it was gonna kill. Shout out to James Chan. Okay.
You know, you talked about the V-skill usage from Nikali earlier. We haven't really seen that in play at all yet, right?
Well,
If I'm
I mean,
not mistaken.
you have to look for the axe kicks too, right? It's good to make sure you get a little more control. However, if the axe kick is the main point, that means you still have a DP. You got plenty of meter up there to deal with, but that V skill is controlling a lot of the ground range from Seth. Something I didn't even consider.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's gonna be more than enough. GAMERBEE
That was the overhead one, right?
Taking it.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Are you good, man?
So that's a tough situation too. You know that we talked about how if you get V trigger 2, you can get V reversal. Nikali's not in a great position to do that because he needs that V trigger to get that enhanced version.
You don't have to be scared to reversal it either because
Well, I
you
wanted
beat him the
to keep
first
V trigger. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, you beat on the first game, the round you won without V trigger. So if you, I mean, unless you feel like you really need it, then
I guess
go
you're
for
right.
it. Yeah, so
yeah, I think.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I got a little unlucky. Just like my roundhouse got counter hit by his crouch and medium punch.
Yeah, you
And
good.
yeah.
Just play your game, man.
Yeah, we're good.
CJ with a Nikali? I'm not even going to imagine what happens. I mean, look, all I'm saying is if he puts some work into this character, I guarantee you CJ's Nikali will be broken.
Yeah, but we got to talk about the now, Steve, right? Again, he got shook up a little bit with some unfamiliarity against Seth. Talking about that overhead, but now a lot more active on the V skill. This is what I'm talking about too. I really want him to check GAMERBEE when it comes to moving forward in neutral.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I feel like this is a good choice, but you still cannot leave out that Nikali is a character that GAMERBEE has played himself. Absolutely. He knows how to control this character. He knows the shortcomings, things that he feels like can't be taken advantage of. And I can tell you right now, the Beastmaster.
He's tamed the beast that is Nikali, the epic legend of GAMERBEE. Go on, Steve. What were you saying?
Oh man, I gotta let you have it now. I want to know the story. I want to know the rest.
Well, I mean, the V skill is there, catching CJ Truth. I don't even know if that was a counter hit, to be honest. I didn't even see the bar.
I like that crouching medium punch. Just to once again to go back to that neutral control. But DP is on the table once again. And I feel like a light punch DP to kind of answer to those dive kicks will be, those axe kicks is something you need to look at. You still have meter. That's another option as well. Not too sure, spin the EX. And at least make GAMERBEE think about it.
Get some 80s in check. But
Looking
still,
for that low forward.
There hasn't been a huge opening yet for CJ Truth. Speaking of big openings, gets the corner carry as well as GAMERBEE. Forward throw, another sequence incoming from V-Trigger 2. V-Reversal this time takes the advice of his teammate, CJ Truth, relieving that pressure. Nice punish with the V-Skill.
And now you're going to see those jumps start to come more out. You already know the V-Skill is a problem.
Oh,
CA.
you're dead.
No, I don't think you're
I
dead.
don't think
No,
so.
no,
You're
no
not
trigger.
enhanced.
And you
That's
don't
right,
get a mix
yeah.
up after this. This is another guess. You got one more throw to take, but you got to remember that command throw's there. CJ stays back just a tad, dash in. Here comes the offense and the shimmy to take it. Listening to the advice of Punk saying, hey, man, you didn't even need that trigger when you got that first game. Just go ahead, play it out, use the V-reversal, stop the mix-up, and get yourself around. This is going to be another chance, and that's exactly what we were looking for.
Raw disc guidance.
It's raw.
The disc, it's raw. Ever cooked a disc before? I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either. You might know a thing or two about cooking, though.
Off to a great start to CJ Truth here in the third round. Again, getting this life lead. Starting to use that V-Skill a little bit more at further ranges, right? And you see, I think GAMERBEE is, again, fishing with that crouching heavy kick.
Oh, yeah.
Activation, yes,
reversal
sir.
again.
Neutralize it. That's what I want to see. Very important for this matchup.
I'm going to tell you right now, Street Fighter V definitely has a faster pace to it if you can't control the other opponent. Making them spin V-reversals to stop and delay a V-trigger is one of the smartest things you can do, especially versus Nikali, who needs that meter. And not needing it to get this game, though. That's going to be 1-1 CJ Truth versus GAMERBEE. Like I said,
you're playing good, man.
Thanks, man.
You don't even need V-Trigger. You're actually just outplaying him right now.
Yeah, I think you're
You
right.
don't really know what to do. You know he's going to anti-air you all the time, so you don't really need to jump, I feel like.
Yeah, no. I think as soon as I stopped doing that, I think that's where stuff started changing.
Yeah,
So.
and he's like dashing, but you've been doing a pretty good job at reacting to the dashes. The only thing I say is, like, feel like you might be trying to, you getting hit with a lot of X because you're trying to DP, but you could probably try to crouch fierce it and get a crush counter maybe.
Okay, I don't really know the timing though. I'm afraid that yeah.
The thing is that crouch fierce is a good call. There's a small delay on it, so you can, if you stagger it just a bit, you may be able to get one of those axe kicks. 1-1 tied in the set right now. GAMERBEE's experience with Necalli looking like it's not working out too well.
I think it's a high risk, kind of decent reward though, right? I mean, you stop the axe kick, but if you manage to slip up and get counter hit, that could lead to a full combo for GAMERBEE, right?
Especially if you're caught crouching.
Well, I mean, you're throwing out the crouching heavy punch, right? Or standing heavy punch as well.
Good patience. And the range that GAMERBEE is trying to play at is very good. You're going to be able to keep that advantage. Crouching medium kick is right there. Once again, finding in the conversion to the corner. One of the things that's changed from this game and the last game, the V-skill usage. And gives access to the trigger, but I'm not sure if that was wide. This is going to be really hard. Especially, this is V-trigger 2. How are you going to stop that mix-up? You're putting yourself in double trouble. Yeah, in this matchup, I'm not sure if V-trigger is going to be the move for Necalli in this situation.
I don't even think we need to have that discussion because it looks like GAMERBEE is in full control with the amount of life left. I don't think he even needs V-trigger yet, but who knows? Oh, there's a lot of throws on the table for CJ Truth. EX Mad Cradle. EX Mad Cradle, my man was not afraid.
To take a stand.
Everybody.
Low forward once again.
We're going to finish it, Steve? All right.
No, I mean, look, man, I will say take my hands, but, you know, Seth did like a kick. You can't go further than that.
Ah, I see you.
V reversal. Now,
like that option.
The instance of controlling this neutral back into question. And look at this. Instantly, the minute that V reversal was used, reset the neutral, and now the advantage was in favor of CJ Truth right there. No trigger on the table for either one. Now on deck for Seth. Almost 2 bars of EX on the side.
Yeah, we're looking for possibly a activation route off of the forward strong, the forward medium punch, I should say. But CJ Truth, I don't think he's going to give it to him. Okay, off the crouch roundhouse instead. It's still in the same spot. Oh, boy.
This is a dangerous situation. The CA right now is still not going to kill.
The CA from CJ would be absolutely clutch, but again, not in V-trigger. It's not going to do as much damage.
Oh,
like a touch and a half.
What?
That could have been.
But those are the reactions we talked about. CJ Truth.
That was critical.
Oh, and the throw too. On top of that, 2 instances right there where trying to buffer CA did not work out, and just GAMERBEE keeping it simple closes out the match. Going to go to the end of the queue, as we said before. Going to await any other Alpha 3 stragglers that could make it out of this jumbled Alpha 3 team. And I mean jumbled in strats. These guys are buff, so you're going to want to take out NEPHEW in this case. This match is very, very important. You have SMUG, once again, full-powered SMUG on top of that because they banned the G. That means, but you know what? That means we're going to get Colleen versus Balrog. These guys are going to be full-powered right now. And also, right after that, we have Capcom Cup champion going up against Punk right after this match. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be NEPHEW and the Colleen of the United States, I would like to say, versus Balrog and SMUG. The Balrog of the world, if you ask me. He is the Balrog that I look at in a lot of instances. What's like Brian F, but he likes the EPs, and I don't know if I want to side with that I don't want to side with that kind of chaotic nature. I don't know.
The portion was just so off.
It was gross,
also,
bro.
Man.
It was gross.
I don't know if you guys saw that. It's been a while since we posted that picture. All right. Okay, so he went for V-Skill 1 and Trigger 1 for this match.
And I don't know about that. I mean, it will get you away across the screen, as well as extensions on some of your target combos.
Just like that, yeah. Hands, dash up twice for the Oki. The meat, the delayed stand strong, counter hit, perfect.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be hard. Uh-oh, wait a minute. But the power of Balrog is the damage output.
Ooh.
And SMUG has been in this position many, many times before. A kill can happen right here.
Oh, you're actually dead.
Oh my God.
What? As soon as I said a kill can't happen right here.
Yeah, caught Colleen or caught NEPHEW midway through a jump trying to escape the corner. I think there was enough space for him to vacate the premises, but you know the ice jump I think is what SMUG was looking for regardless. But managed to catch it with a dash punch. Very impressive. What a stop on that V skill against Balrog. NEPHEW, he's got eyes on him. Oh yeah, he tried to react to something too fast.
I like that distance right there on the dash slow.
That time. What an interruption with the target combo, and he can hit it.
Oh, once again, and just SMUG looking like the counter pokes are working out. Staggers the pressure a little bit,
so
and it was 2 quick rounds on the side of SMUG.
Too strong.
You just gotta slow it down. Just play really slow and let SMUG come to you, because I mean, though he might wait a while, but he'll eventually start going in, and you can just punish his mistakes, and like he'll very rarely tech a grab, so you can always abuse that on him. Right.
Pulling out all the stops when it comes to the tech versus SMUG. This is what I was talking about, though. These guys are definitely engaged in the world of Street Fighter. They fought many a times. Having that insider info, whether you fought an NLBC or EVO or any one of these tournaments along the CPT line, you remember some of those tendencies. And being able to help out a fellow teammate, so good.
Ooh, that could have been huge. You know, we've looked at SMUG's record up until this week. There were so many instances where as G, he would kind of lose the first round, like, but barely, and slowly switch and adapt, right? Seeing how he's in the winning position right now and still has so many tricks up his sleeve, especially his Balrog, is going to be so difficult for NEPHEW to manage by himself. So again, good on Punk to make these observations against SMUG.
And just walking him down right now.
Oh.
Punk made mention of being able to throw SMUG in some of these situations, saying that he was going to wait there. Personal experience kicking in. Great check off the activation there.
Ooh. Raw dash in, catches an opening. EX Parabellum. Dashes up, tries to bait, still gets to stand strong, but no conversions behind it. Now it's all SMUG with the opening.
And look at the
Trigger
damage
still
conversion.
up there.
Activate coming up. Balrog, anything can do it at this point to close out. Oh,
What a
the
jump
jump back. And you have to be careful, right? Because that movement is going to get increased. Trigger was active.
Yeah, you can't be walking too
can't.
far out because you're going to get dash up, low, short target combo.
And I'm going to tell you right now, Nephew's Colleen loves to tick throw you because aware of the fact that you're not going to try to move as much. And then there's the fact that you still have parry right behind it, right?
Man, he's really trying to see if SMUG's going to press the buttons during these tick throw attempts, right? He's just throwing out these light punches over and over again, but now it's SMUG all in control in this corner. Checking with the attempts. Oh, man!
Lots of great life right there to add on to that dash punch. And look at the offense coming from SMUG, trying to keep NEPHEW in the corner.
Oh. Not afraid
Dove City
whatsoever. After that stand fierce too. Nice
making a
reversal.
withdrawal. We right at the bank.
Oh, nice.
We right at the bank. I'm going to make a withdrawal to get this W.
How much does it cost for match point situations, Steve?
A lot of V-trigger and a lot of meter.
IceHands started off buffing behind the stand strong. Finds an opening after the counter hit conversion to SMUG with the confirm.
Oh, crush. And this is not looking good so far for NEPHEW.
Oh.
Neutral jump, that's what I was expecting to see a lot of. That's the thing about this V skill, V-trigger 1.
Oh, boy.
You still have to be wary of the dash punches, and neutral jumping is a good defense, especially when spaced properly. SMUG has kind of changed up his strategy to start doing EX uppers to use the armor. Speaking of using the trigger to find a jump in corner. Uh-oh, that was not what you wanted to do.
There was so much meter spent on the side of NEPHEW just trying to get out of there with the backstep over and over again. And here comes SMUG. Great interruption. Finding out that V skill again. The gaps there are present.
Not gonna
Rhythm
be
down,
dead.
not yet.
One more guess. The set is on the line, and the meter was just acquired. One more hit from SMUG can close out, but this is not out of the bag yet. Yes, it is for NEPHEW. NEPHEW eliminated from the queue. This is gonna put SMUG in a very powerful situation when it just gonna leave him, my man. You're gonna leave him
No, he's gonna turn around.
You're not
He's turn
gonna
around eventually.
dap him up with the. So you did the Mad Mama Jamma, no cooking. My man NEPHEW just completely blind. He got to chase him off the stage for the 5. Yo, we gonna make him earn it. Not only is he gonna make him earn the win, you gonna earn this dap too.
I like the relentless pursuit, not only in game but afterwards too. Just making sure that he gets that handshake from NEPHEW. Right?
Yo, you gonna get this dap.
He
You gonna
deserves
get this dap, bro. Ladies, there's gonna be a lot of Twitch clips off of this one. Capcom Cup champion going up against second place runner at EVO, second place runner at Capcom Cup, the crownless king of footsies, I like to say. And he's getting full power. The Karen coming out versus the Birdie, the Capcom Cup outfit. The Capcom Cup winner gets to decide the outfit of their character, and this was the design that MENARD chose, and running it against Punk nonetheless. A little mental damage on top of it. Rocking the pink do-rag still. Starting to think this Pink and this Punk guy are one and the same.
PUNK is what it is.
PUNK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Confirmed by Rob TV.
Round 1.
Here we go.
Fight.
Of course, Mena. That Capcom Cup victory secured by this character. Got it tatted on his forearm, just so you know. That's forever.
It's so sick, too.
Right? I
There's
still like to dispute that I would also supposed to be involved in said
All right,
tattoo.
so the sweep does make its way full range, by the way. You were talking about out-footseeing the man who invented footsies for Street Fighter V, right? I think Mena's doing a fantastic job of it so far with the V-trigger activation already present.
Did you just call my man Punk the Thomas Edison of footsies right now? Is that what you're saying? No, not. He's
I
not.
think so, yeah.
Yeah? No?
I like that. The Thomas Edison of footsies. I was holding it in. I was trying my best, okay?
Oh, nice read on the jump long distance. Oh, that is going to take off a chunk. You're dead.
How do you stop this man?
Round 2.
MENARD off to a fantastic start. Of course, rocking that custom birdie. Gives him a power-up, yo.
That is definitely a power-up. That's a real-world power-up. You don't got one of these. Is your outfit in the game? Mine is.
And you see how he's adapted to like the range on that sweep. MENARD, it is more punishable, or easier to manage now in Season 5, but MENARD still found the right spacing. Look at that.
I mean, just look at the buttons coming from the side of MENARD in this case. Still doing a great job of surviving right now. Full CA on the table now for Karen. Punk has a lot of meter to spin. You're going to see a little bit here. This next exchange is important. What a backdash activate, B reversal. Great call out, a little gray life on top of it. Mena fighting out of that corner still. That whiff punishment could have been the end of that round. And once again, just slightly out of range. Mena fishing for a hit here. That big roundhouse could have led to a crush counter.
Those awkward exchanges just too far out to get a confirm. Oh, speaking of confirms, drop from MENARD. That was a huge opportunity off the can.
That stand medium kick we saw last week. Quite a few rounds closed out by the alpha himself using that medium kick of Karen. So much reach, pushes her back a little bit. I like that. Getting control of the screen, pushing to the corner. A very expensive exchange, but look at the momentum it gets MENARD. He was really active in the neutral, using buttons to try to whiff punish and keeping Punk at bay. The whiff punish on the V reversal overhead. Yo, Mena's going crazy with the offense right now. Used a lot of meter to used 2 bars of meter to get to that corner and just already got him back. About 40% left on the bar of Punk. This match is looking like it's in control. Finds him open with the EX. What's going to happen next? Punk has full CA.
So much control from the side of MENARD. Nice and easy on that.
It's all good, man.
Combo conversion. Looking real RD right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Man, the amount of control that Mena has to contain all the normals that Karen presents, right? She is very, very strong in the regards that like she has high damage output. She has great normals to buffer off from, and those normals have such great range.
Great punish. Use the V skill. Oof. I like that. Mena's poke game is one of the things that won him that Capcom Cup championship. I can tell you that right now. Birdie's normals have great range, great punish on top of it, and if you can get a whip punish as you've seen, you get great distance or good call out using the armor. Still fighting back here. Big damage that trigger. Look at the damage.
Jeez. All still in V-trigger as well.
And look at the range he's playing back. That heavy punch is going to be a weapon used for whiff punishment. You better be careful. Call out.
Big punish.
Okay, Punk. Bringing it back. Gets that first round of game number 2.
Making the bullhead a lot easier to punish this time around, too. Good awareness there from Punk.
What the whiff punish?
What the? Oh! Speaking of, firing back with his own stand medium punch.
See that big heavy punch right there. Exactly what I was talking about. But gets intercepted. Stand medium punch. Here comes Punk on the offense. That corner. The new home of MENARD. The whiff punishment is going up. What did I say, man?
These are the most whiff punishes we've seen in a set so far.
Oh, man, it's the Thomas Edison and Street Fighter 5 footsies, bro. You got to pay some respect. He's got the mustache to match, man. I'm telling you right now.
What?
Yeah, man. Punk, you ain't seen the Punk mustache, man? Very, very creator, like if you ask me. My man's looking like an inventor out there, man. Vintage Punk picture in black and white.
All right. Relax. Oh
man, what a call out. MENARD set point.
This is like, again, it's the most whiff punishes we've seen. This is
very high level Street Fighter right here.
An intellectual's Street Fighter.
Oof.
There's so much going on with these, the spacing, the choices of normals. Big buffer there from Punk.
Back tech, not the smartest choice after that back throw from Karen. Got to be careful with the buttons.
Closest on.
Oh, just wake up. My man's always charging it. Yipes told me himself. He's like, yo, he's always charging bullhead.
Sorry, it was bullhorn. My bad. That is bullhorn again. Big conversion on the whiff punish.
Ooh, that should be the round and the match. Punk.
That bullhorn was kind of random.
Why would you do that?
He just did bullhorn on Waco.
I don't understand. It's not even inventable. It doesn't have the real back or anything. What is that?
I like how Punk looked at the six. What was that?
Round 1. Fight.
Punish.
Excellent choice of punish there. He had a hard time with it earlier in the set, right? Finding the right thing to do, and such great adaptation from Punk.
I mean, knowing how to punish something like that is important, but if you have to make sure that they're going to do
Consistent.
it. You have to make sure that they're going to do it.
Right now. He's like, I don't believe you. Let me see it again.
Same side. Goes for the empty jump low. Stand light kick actually intercepts. That trade not looking too good for Punk. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Anti-air EX Tenko from that distance. You know he's got those. You got to keep the meaties tight, or else Mena's going to bust out with that head, the bullhead. Anti-air. Oh, ran to the can.
That
but
combo?
No,
That was crazy.
Too far. It was too far to get the stand jab, though.
You thought I wasn't going to spend it? Got a whole bank account with nothing but meter for days. Oof. Okay. Set point here for Punk. The tables have turned.
And look at how much more patient Punk is playing again. Yeah. Really choosing his time to throw out that stand medium punch.
Yo, these whiff punishes from Punk, it's getting kind of scary right now.
Big counter hit conversion after the crouch light punch. Slowly pushing Mena to the corner after that throw. It's going to be really difficult now to apply meaty. So, yeah, keep him contained with that V-reverse. So nice choice from Punk the God. Activation time. Here comes MENARD, though.
I bet you won't give me another round, though. Anti-air. We keeps jumping like that. We might not get another round. Oh, the headbutt. Trigger is on the table. Nice call out. Oh, no.
Far out.
And Punk so perfectly spaced. Just one extra step and hit my man with the neck swipe. He hit the hand neck swipe. He ain't even used his thumb. He used his whole hand.
That's a giant blade. There's extra blades on that.
Extra blades.
Bird is such a stressful character.
He definitely is.
Yeah, all those rounds were so close because of like a random wake up and one guess.
Yeah, bro.
And his wake up's so slow, like I'm baiting it and it still hit me because the EX is so slow.
Yeah, that same jump that you missed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just made that up on the fly. Thought whiffing 2 crouch light kicks would be okay, right? No. Oh man, I think if I get past GAMERBEE, I for sure win.
We've said weeks before that we have many sets there, right? And they're all playing a little different, right? All in the different hands of different competitors. So the results may vary, obviously. GAMERBEE is one of those people who has been holding his team very, very much with this Seth gameplay.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. GAMERBEE versus Punk. It's going to be Karen versus Seth. You got to imagine, I think Tandem Engine is going to play a very vital role in this, but not after this whiff punish against the Hecatoncheires. You thought you could just build meter in front of me? What are you buffering?
Once again, though, this is another match we have to punt out. A team battle, I should say, where it's all on Punk. Oh. No, or CJ Truth. No, CJ Truth lost.
No, they're both out. Yeah, it's all Punk right now. OCV situation, but GAMERBEE, a little bit too far out to convert. Yeah, gets a side switch as well. Gets Mad Cradle. Finish
big
it up.
damage. Stun on the table. If I didn't wake up and hit these buttons, get away from me, GAMERBEE. Punk takes the first round.
Shoe flag don't bother me indeed. I see you, Tasty Steve. Throwing out the crouch strong as a buffer tool. Oh, the whiff punish on the spin kick. Very good awareness there on the spacing from Punk.
Wow.
Yep.
Whiff punish. Just even the stand line kick. Every little bit helps.
You got to get it in their head. It's like, you can't throw these normals for free. Do you know who I am? Thomas Edison of Footsies.
Look it up. Open a book. Read a book. Whoa.
Dash up twice. EX for Sandhog. Get off me. No meaties. I don't respect your setup.
I like this. Just walking back and forth to that stand line kick. GAMERBEE. V reversal gets the knockdown. Oh. Music picks up. Seth's in danger.
Is Seth in danger, though? Is Seth in danger, really?
I mean, life lead in favor of Punk right now.
Slowly chipping away at the life. Trigger dwindling down as well. But one solid hit is actually going to spell death for Karen. Same could be said for Seth.
Oh.
Oh! That could have been
game. Or the round, excuse me. You're going to give Punk another chance?
Oh, he could have confirmed that into V-Trigger.
You're going to give Punk another chance? Trying to save the meter. What are you doing?
He EX dashed through.
Nice, nice, nice.
And still got the back throw. That could have been EX Mad Cradle, but he still took it over GAMERBEE.
That's V-Trigger 1. You literally could. There's still a gap there, but there were special moves that you could have canceled into trigger to go a lot closer to that chip out. A lot closer to that chip out.
I think once he's in V-Trigger, he doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah, he's just doing low forward, so I was just waiting to get super to punish him.
Yeah, I don't think those are the right combos that he was doing. Could be wrong.
I wonder if I could sweep the thing. I can try at least.
And you could at least, worst case scenario is you could stand medium kick.
Yeah, I know I can do that. I think, what is it, -7? I think Karen sweep is 7 frames.
Are you saying light spin?
Yeah.
It's minus 8, at least.
I think it's 8 frames or 7, her sweep.
Yeah, probably. Maybe crouch jab EX hands, but I doubt he's ready for that. You got this.
So crouching heavy kick from Karen is indeed 9 frames. On startup.
Okay.
So although he has the right idea of what to punish for -8s, I don't think sweep would be the answer.
Lots of back. Just honest footsies play right here. Corner now. Punk. Just tries to hop out. No, back you go.
Oh, great counter hit conversion into the twin fang. Knockdown with the axe kick instead.
Wow, what a check from Punk. Back throw. There's the activation. Gets the crouch and medium punch. CA is on the table.
Backing off as soon as the momentum is lost, right? No V-Trigger on deck, but one touch into critical art is possible for Punk.
Oh,
mediums. Oh,
activate.
Boy.
Yeah, this should be round if played properly. Oh, no.
No spin.
What?
Oh, he didn't spin the V-Trigger.
What are you doing? What was that? That was the round again.
Game.
That's the second time. What is on GAMERBEE's mind?
Even if he wasn't sure, what was that like? it was heavy into heavy Hekatonkries, you could still extend that combo into crouch jab.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, we saw him do that. Crouch jab, mad cradle.
Maybe nerves kicking in.
Oh, boy.
A couple of instances right here where GAMERBEE had these rounds seemingly locked in and just not having the awareness in some of these situations to, I'm not sure.
And no reminder from the teammates from Dynamite either.
We got to remember, man, these are side characters for a lot of these guys, and I think they might have this is the only set this team knows, apparently.
I love the consistency of Punk being able to anti-air with the EX Tenko. That's so hard to really spot out. There we go. Doesn't go for the side switch this time around. Saving that V trigger. Oh, you got this, right? I think the stun, I mean. Oh, we got
wow.
Very fortunate that he still managed to get that hit against Punk.
I don't think he knows the combos.
A lot of games right now. I know, Vicious, you mess with Seth a little bit. I've touched Seth a little bit. There's a few extensions that this character has that I'm not sure that GAMERBEE is 100% aware.
Right.
Or maybe he's just not spending it because he's trying to conserve it. That's going to cost them the set?
Yeah.
Bro.
That's a done deal.
That's the set?
Nice. Holy f***, you're so good. Oh my god.
Alright, just like last time.
Holy shit, run it back. Same movie again.
Starring Punk the God, part of Alpha 3. Co-starring NEPHEW.
GAMERBEE had that match in the bag. Like, both times, second round of the match, he had it in the bag. He could have chipped out in the first instance. He was in V trigger. Punk was in V trigger. Yeah. So all he had to do was go into. You can go into a block string, right?
With that V trigger. So there was another time where he actually got an axe kick and opening against Punk. You could actually confirm that it's a V trigger for the follow up and take out their life, right? And then that one instance with the uppercut, you could have continued the mad cradle. There was numerous instances.
And then there was the drop, the DP, the mad cradle drop in the combo. We even hear GAMERBEE say like, "Oh man, I messed up." Like you can hear him.
He was still trying to navigate his way with V Trigger 1. I think nerves played a very heavy role in this, but now we've moved on to Punk and SMUG.
Wow.
This is gonna be a true testament to Punk's talent right here because you get a fully unleashed SMUG. They've played numerous amount of times. But as it stands, I believe Punk has the better win record. Can he continue that against SMUG here on the stage of Street Fighter League? Here we go, game 1.
I think the familiarity between these two goes by way of Punk. These guys get to play a lot. I've seen them play at events. They've both been to Street Fighter League before. It's all about this personal matchup between these two. You're going to remember everything that you've played against these guys, and you're going to put it on display right now. You even heard Punk giving some advice early on about how to stop SMUG and this Balrog play. Now he's going to have to show us.
One of them being that SMUG is very reluctant to take, or tech the throw, I should say. He's done a great job so far. No anti-air on the side of Punk. Great throw on the V reversal. And here comes SMUG slowly chipping away at Punk's health. Firing away. Excellent choice of V-reversal. That is a plus scenario.
You have to be careful jumping at this range now because you know he's scouting for the upper. And that EX upper has armor. Is going to get you the knockdown in the corner. And he's sitting on virtually 2 bars at this point. Still gets the corner off of the block.
What a whiff punish on the crouch medium punch.
Oh, and not reading these jumps. These are things that I know are very specific. Just small delays right here by Punk to throw off the timing of SMUG. And SMUG gets that first round just playing it patient.
The slow pace that Punk, or excuse me, that SMUG was playing at. Taking it all the way back. Not a single button in sight. And speaking of, look at that buffer coming on the side of Punk with that stand medium punch. So much time afterwards to cancel into Tenko.
A lot more active right now, too, on the offense is Punk.
Back-to-back throws. SMUG absolutely reluctant to tech it.
Gets the sweep.
Too long.
Needs to be careful now. That command throw definitely changes up what you can do in this matchup.
Smart. Diffusing all threats on the side of Punk from that V-trigger, but V-reversal no longer on the line for Punk. No comebacks here. Man, nice and easy.
MVP of the entire season might be Karen stand medium kick. He ended like 50 rounds with that bad boy.
It's a good normal.
I bet you know. Karen
Why you
playing.
gotta do that, man?
I'm just saying, bro. Just
So much
playing.
animosity.
Look.
I play Seth too if you want to do that.
Yeah. That's, as we can see, also whack. Anyway.
That's fair. All right, here we go. Okay, so not really trying to push for this corner. Not yet, anyway. Gets the forward throw. Huge difference in Season 5, right? She doesn't get that much space, or doesn't end up being that close to the man.
Mm-hmm. There's that walk down once again. Punk getting a lot more aggressive on the offense. Lots of gray life in the cash out with the throw right there. That stand medium kick tries to go for the overhead. Now this situation, yeah, just raw. He tried to go for a reset right there. Probably go for a throw. Raw CA would have chipped out no matter what. The command throw would have got scooped. There's really not much you can do right there. Could have neutral jumped.
Okay, no, so I block low so much, bro. You could never hit him with low forwards. Bro, it's the damn truth, bro. He don't chicken block or nothing.
Yeah, he's like taking no throws either. So.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. He'll take eventually, but I mean, I'm just going to keep grabbing him. Doesn't really matter.
Round 1.
This is, you know that Punk has really done some mental damage to a member of a team when they haven't said a single word when it comes to trying to boost their boy Smug up right now.
Oof. Crush. And that was one of the situations we saw that did not play out the way he wanted to. Goes for raw CA up close to close out that last round. Activate off the target this time. See right there, after that, even on hit dash punch, the guess that comes after that, are you going to jump? Or are you going to try to do a slower button? You could potentially get command grab. Wow.
He did a micro step delayed crouch medium punch for the full combo? He is in Smug's head right now, looking at match point to seal the deal for another OCV. Can he clutch it out? Punk taking his time again. Smug a little reluctant to throw out these normals in the neutral because we've seen what happens when you try to go up against a very active Karen.
Yo, look at the medium kick. The medium kick has been doing numbers for Punk.
The medium punches as well. Stand medium punch buffered out. Leads to a ton of damage. Here comes Smug. V-Trigger 2 is on deck, by the way.
Got to be careful swinging right there. You know Punk is trying to use those reactions against him. Oh, man. It's the EX.
No command grab just yet from the side of Punk, or excuse me, from the side of Smug with that V-Trigger 2 activation from the sweep. Send out side switch. Good back dash.
Getting dangerously close to eating the CA and it being the set.
Oh,
wow.
A bit of big whiff punish. No conversion.
Trigger off the table. CA confirmed right now for Punk will be perfect. Overhead finds his mark. Getting dangerously close to chip right now.
Oh, that's it. There's gonna be enough. No, right here.
But the game right there, that game right there that they played, that small scramble was very important. You knew the CA was going to be there as well. You saw the neutral jumps just in case the raw CA came out. You still had to be careful of the Rasenha, which still would have killed. The EX Rasenha still would have killed, but the CA potentially would have whiffed, gave him another chance. And we saw that come out in the first game. We saw the reset after the dash punch come in, and Punk was so aware. He was like, oh, I'm just going to do raw CA no matter what. If you do a reversal timing, it'll still catch the jump if you do it fast enough. If not, it would have got over, but that was a hard read on the side of Punk. Still in his favor. It wasn't too risky because the CA, as well as how low his life was, but just the same. And Alpha 3 once again making the staple, coming through in the clutch. That's 2 OCVs in consecutive weeks for Punk at this point. And to talk with our OCV champion from last week, the leader of Alpha 3, we have Rob TV on the stage with Punk.
Guys, I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, PG Pink. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling really good. Feeling good.
I mean, obviously Punk is an extremely elite player, but Pink, I feel like there's just something different. There's a whole nother level, a whole nother layer. What is it that makes you so darn strong?
I don't really know, but Smug called me from the mountains. I hear everything, so when someone say my name, I just appear. He probably shouldn't do that. Like, just let me go back home and chill in the mountains and train, you know. But they keep calling me out, man. Big Bird, now Smug. I don't know what's wrong with these people.
You know, that seems like a recurring thing. People call out PG Pink and end up being put down. In the end of the day, this is 2 straight times where you've gone and OCV an entire team, a ridiculously strong team. And yet again, I feel like all of them had their main characters. You guys banned G. You know, what are you thinking when your 2 teammates go down?
I feel good. Like I told you in the interview earlier that like the energy that CJ and NEPHEW are giving me when I'm playing, I feel like they're still alive and they're going to play again after me. So I just feel like I'm never always there alone. I'm always with my team no matter what. If they lose, if they win, I feel like I'm always with them. So it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, even though, you know, you said it feels like they're alive, in those moments they are in the shadow realm, and you out there and you out there cooking up on your own, and you know, in these last 2 sets, I think that's a dope thing. You go up and you beat MENARD, and you actually go ahead and do that move. You went up against it was GAMERBEE, and you teabagged at the end. Where did that energy come from today?
You know, MENARD. I mean, MENARD are good friends, but like I feel like there was one I had to return the favor eventually, and. Yeah. After I beat him, I knew I was going to OCV. Like, I was like, all right, rest of the team is pretty much done, right? SMUG's really good, but I just don't think he could really beat me. So I was kind of, GAMERBEE, I honestly don't see him as a player. When I see GAMERBEE, I don't see him as a player. Like, it's no disrespect to him, but he honestly isn't here. I saw him sit down, and I was already just thinking about SMUG. So... like I already knew that like once I beat MENARD, I was like, all right, it's just only SMUG left, but I just gotta play against the computer right now and just, you know, and just get past the computer, and then I'll just play SMUG and win.
Ladies and gentlemen, PG Pink looking right through the competition, OCV and teams left and right. This man is unstoppable. PG Pink.
Punk looking like the alpha of the old right there, saying he's tired of all these people calling him out, and it seems like he has a one-track mind, right? Talking about team dynamic and how these guys are working even more so together. I feel like it really got into gear last week, but now it's getting even stronger between these two, well, between the 3.
Right, I'm really curious to see how they stack up against the team that's in first place, as well as what else the teams are bringing to the table for the next coming weeks of Street Fighter League. Again, we are so close to that halfway mark of the season. Again, this is week 7. We just concluded all the team battles, but we have so much more to go through. When to talk about that, we actually have, again, our midway standings coming up soon, as well as our play of the day. When we return, we will decide who gets to be the winner of that title, play of the day, as well as where the current standings are. So when we return from this break, we're going to tell you the breakdown of what's going on here at Street Fighter League Season 3, Week 7. Welcome back, everybody. This is the post-game show of Street Fighter League Season 3. Vish is back at it again with Tasty Steve to bring you the Seiko Play of the Day. Who do we have for this time, Steve?
Look, last week it had to be Punk because of the OCV. My man came back and gave us the repeat 2 times for the OCV. I feel like that deserves a 2-time MVP Play of the Day presented by Seiko. It's going to be none other than the leader, Punk, for Alpha 3. He's going to be our Play of the Day winner. Seiko, we talked about the fact that in the half season we do nominate an MVP. Punk looking like the person to receive it in all honesty, and it won't be because he doesn't deserve it. He has been playing out of his mind all season. We have a lot of great players in there as well. And once again, shout out to Seiko for sponsoring that Play of the Day. Alpha 3 and Punk gonna hold it down with another OCV. This guy is looking like he wants to win the Street Fighter League Championship again.
With his current teammates, it's looking like they're going to be the next team to beat. But let's take a look at the standings on where everybody else is at, right? All In is currently undefeated. We saw them at the top of this week for the first team battle, looking as strong as ever, still sitting at 5-0. Alpha 3 making their way up towards the ranks with 4-1. Psycho SHINOBI currently 2-2, still waiting to play. DYNAMITE falling short this week at 2-3. NASR still awaiting to play their games as well. Still sitting at second to last with 1-3. And of course, UYU right now 0-5. But again, we're still near that halfway mark. There's still plenty of games to play. So without a doubt in my mind, these guys are really going to start shaping up as soon as we get to that halfway point.
Look, we've been touching on how important the halfway point is, and I guarantee you it is that instrumental in what's about to happen here in Street Fighter League Season 3. But please do not forget, we do have Street Fighter League Japan Week 9 happening this weekend on Capcom Fighters. Make sure you tune in, as well as CPT Online West 2. NA West 2 goes down this weekend. We'll be airing on Capcom Fighters. Make sure you guys tune in. It's going to give you everything you need on the standings on CPT, as well as what's happening across the sea and Team Japan. Who are we going to get to face? We want to find out, so you guys better be doing your homework in case you want to know some of those hopefuls. We also still have more Street Fighter League for you guys.
That's right. Next week, we do have NASR going up against Psycho Shinobi, as well as All In versus Alpha 3. That's going to be very exciting. This is going to be the week that really shakes up the standings. We highly encourage you guys to not only check out all the Street Fighter 5 action this weekend, but also to see you guys next week on Street Fighter League. Until then, play some more Street Fighter. Take care.
One more mirror, though. Oh, catches the backdash. This is bad news.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're dead.
Oh, you're dead.
Chip damage into critical alert. 100%. Oil King is going to take it over Gustavo, and that is going to be the first win to start things off for Team UYU.
I'm not sure that GAMERBEE is 100% aware.
Right.
Or maybe he's just not spending it because he's trying to conserve it. That's going to cost them the set?
Yeah.
Bro.
That's a deal.
That's the set?
Nice. Holy f, you're so good. Oh my god.
Alright, just like last time.
Holy sh, run it back. Same movie again.
I'm fighting back out of the corner again. Oh, the reverse. Oh, no.
It was a cancel.
Oh, wow.
IDOM with the patience of that, not letting the heart rate rip instead of going for the cancel.
We've all gotten hit by that bait.